Want to hear my idea?
Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
All right, we're going to organize all the undecided voters in the state of Ohio
A swing
that
state.
represent right now 1/3 of the electorate, so have as many votes as either one of these worthless major parties. And then we're going to demand that the candidates for president, unnamed right now, I don't need to mention them,
Understood.
are going to come here and kiss our and tell us what they're going to do for Ohio if we put them in the White House. And we're finally going to get something for the fact that we just vote them into office and then they run over there and give it to lobbyists and major corporations and forget about the voters. So the design that I just put up on the radio website
Radio website.
is my suggestion for a patch for this motorcycle gang of undecideds. See, and so it's the undecided gang. So you said, I don't want to do nothing political. Well, this is kind of between the two parties.
It really
it's
is.
The undecided.
It's the
fact that Ohio is the swing state.
It is.
Now, the decided voters don't change the election.
At all.
It's the undecided
Every
voter.
time.
In fact, I suggested people that are decided should say they're undecided and get our numbers up and make it even more important that they show up in probably September, October, at Ohio State University.
Wow.
Football. What do they
Wow.
call that stadium there?
It's called the Shoe. That's the nickname.
At the Shoe, which you say hold 100,000.
105.
Undecided voters.
Wow.
And make them give us something with jobs, maybe a new Honda plant.
Hello.
See what I'm saying?
Got it.
You want to be in on that, don't you?
Man, that's unbelievable.
It
In
is.
fact, you get
And
a
it
very
has
good turnout.
international ramifications from Columbus. Don't you want to change the world
So
from Columbus?
you are actually talking jobs. Job creation.
Well, I'm saying I don't know what Ohio wants, but by that time, the undecideds using the internet can make their wishes known and we can decide what it is. Now, old ladies can have an undecided, they don't need to join a gang.
Wow.
They could have an undecided sew and circle, quilt and bee club.
Unbelievable.
Bowlers could have a league club. Everybody can have their own undecided club or group, or whatever they want to call it, committee, and join together, though, at Ohio State.
Wow.
Because we need a big place for everybody to ride in.
I bet so.
Don't you want to see thousands of motorcycles
Man, I
and
can see
people
'em there.
showing up?
I can see them.
Undecided, going with their arms crossed, wanting to know what these guys are willing to give us. Because that's our problem, is we never get nothing for giving them the election. We're the swing state, right?
Got it.
There you go. That's the idea. Don't you want to be in on it?
That's a great idea.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have just got confirmation from Buckeye Guy that this is a great idea.
It is.
But are you on board? That's
I'll
the
tell
question.
you exactly what it is. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Scott and Gallagher.
It's
Obviously,
not political. You can be on board, can't you?
Here we are. This is the embryonic stages of this. We want to see exactly, once it grows a bit, once it catches
Well,
a
I'm
few
coming
legs.
to Columbus next week.
Absolutely, on Tuesday.
Once I'm in the car, I ain't leaving.
Don't have to.
There you go.
There you go.
All
This
right.
will be unbelievable.
Well, we can make things happen in Cincinnati and Cleveland from Columbus, can't we?
Across the waters, across
As
the world.
far as Toledo.
The ripples will be everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Figuring it out.
But is that a confirmation?
I've already invited him to the parade.
I
Can
understand
you
the
help me
parade.
to get to the League of Women Voters? I think if they're involved, it'd give us the credibility that we need.
That'll be a patch for you right there on your. That'll be. If you get to the League of Women
All right,
Voters,
but Scott
that's all
wants
we
to
say.
know, are you on board?
I am on board for the parade. We're going to see exactly
on board
how
for just a
far.
parade?
I think it's...
Hear me out.
You were right. Scott's right.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I am on board for the parade. I invited you. You accepted.
Now, why are you afraid of this movement?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tell
I'm not
everybody.
I'm not afraid of any, but exactly what is it that a fan does? A fan cheers for a team. My
Yeah.
team is the Ohio State University. And you know what?
Ohio is your team.
That's it.
Ohio.
I get it. The entire place. Guess what? They have curtains when you go in the voting booth, and you pull
Yeah,
them.
we're not influencing
Here we
anybody.
are.
We're just trying to get something.
Understood. I think that's a great idea.
I don't care which one of these worthless candidates they vote for. We need something.
Promissory note.
We need something in writing.
Well, then there's that. That's probably never been done before, Gallagher.
No. What if we just got them to swear not to have any earmarks on bills, where they add millions of dollars of worthless statues and roads to nowhere to bills they know are going to pass?
Man.
They're selling their vote. They go there to represent the people and sell their vote. It's not in everybody's good interest that we have extra expenditures on almost every bill so that we get the final votes. I mean, they one hand washes another. Those guys get together and do it for each other there.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you that that the Supreme Court decision was really different than 5-4. But the other judges didn't want the heat of saying they had crossed over from the Republican side to be on it. If it only takes one voter, one decision, then they just made it a 5-4. It's all political. It's all political.
Well, here's something.
Are you saying you can't be political?
You're talking about something that probably I'm a worker drone. I'm a drone bee.
Yeah.
You know, I'm at work.
Tell everybody what you do for a living there.
We sell computer supplies. And
He sells computer supplies.
Toners
Now, when you see him at the game, don't you say to yourself, well, that looks like a computer supply guy.
Absolutely.
They think you work at the drive-thru at McDonald's.
And that's okay.
And you're hanging out the window.
And that's all right. Would you like to supersize that today? That's always good.
Well, so for those of you that aren't sitting next to him, he is supersized.
Absolutely, Gallagher. And I'll tell you guys, I think it's going to be unbelievable. Scott, you got something?
Well, I feel like Kissinger, because I feel like I'm trying to broker this deal. I feel like Henry Kissinger.
You don't want a broker. You wanted me to discover that he's apolitical.
Absolutely.
And won't do anything political at all.
So you won't. I'll tell you what. That's not my genre.
Don't you want to meet President Obama?
And anybody else that's
you're not interested. I can't imagine you shaking hands with Mitt Romney going, ooh, I always wanted to meet you.
Oh, Mitt.
But you'd like to meet...
You handsome devil, you.
Right, Obama. Well, we're going to make them people show up here. Absolutely. Now, the reason I chose OSU is because they're going to have security, and we can't just meet them in a field someplace because everybody can ride their bike in and park. We're going to need, I don't know, rooms where they can all have their... security. There you go.
That's probably somebody just listening on the radio.
Go ahead and take the call. We hardly ever get any calls here at the station.
We don't tell people.
And they're related to him.
They are. My relatives all called
yesterday.
Now don't come at me now.
Go ahead and take the call, and let's see who called Super Fan early in the morning.
Actually, Gallagher.
Are they calling you now, asking if you are on the radio? Do you think they're doing that?
Probably. Now that's a text message. And we're excited about getting that.
Oh, that was a text message call.
Yes, sir. That was my text message alert.
Ring.
Yep. Let's talk about Gallagher coming up, man. How in the world?
What? I had a heart attack in March. This is the last thing I'm doing before I die. I've got some extra days. Scott called me and asked me to come to Marion. While I was here, I got this idea that the undecided voters should be organized. So to me, this is my last flow. This is the last thing I do. For all I know, this may become a tradition in America that the undecideds in the state get together because they realize they have the political power of that state, even if it's only 10%. And the others each have 40%. If they're the deciding vote, they should get together and get something, you know, instead of running around like individual cats. That ex-governor of Minnesota,
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, he said the other day that trying to organize independent voters was like trying to herd cats, because it's in their best interest to get together in some loose affiliation to negotiate something from the candidate.
You're not doing very well at herding the cats this morning.
But that's what I'm saying is undecided voters should organize. If their numbers are as much as the Democrats and the Republicans, they should. Because certainly those groups get something for their votes and continued support. And
now listen, I only say this because we've had big guests this week, Mary Ellen Withrow, Mary Ann Michaels, and you talk politics with them. How does it make you feel when somebody is apolitical?
Well, of course I am. I've never voted because I'm an artist. I want to be able to criticize both sides.
So how can you fault?
Huh?
How can you fault Buckeye guy here for being apolitical, which is what he said he was?
Yeah, well, I
I
don't think he
didn't say I
realizes.
No, you're
this
not
has-
apolitical.
this
Hold on,
has
excuse me. I don't want to
nothing to do with
misrepresent.
Republicans and Democrats. See, so
Okay.
it is an apolitical political
So
idea.
you don't vote.
No,
Okay.
I'm not
Now, where's
trying
that
to
leave
get
us?
one side or another.
He doesn't vote, so where's that leave us?
Up the creek without a paddle.
Up the creek without
Why?
Why? Why up the
Why?
creek
Why
without
do
a
you say
paddle?
that?
Because you know what?
I don't have an agenda.
My
I
old
don't
man
have
used to
skin
say,
in the
if you
game.
don't vote, you can't.
What happened to you when you were listening to your dad? You
Stop.
forgot the good part.
No, I can't say what he said on the radio.
Well, clean it up a little
Well,
bit.
of
Tell
course,
us what he
that's,
said. Give us the gist.
that's for the average person, but
Yeah.
you have to remember that I'm Gallagher.
And
And I realize my
International legend.
responsibility to criticize both
I got it.
sides,
That's fine.
and so I want to be neutral
Yep.
and be able to criticize
We're
and
so
because
excited.
you know,
Dude, I'm going to tell you
because
right
I've
now.
got Obama jokes, I
Yep.
got Mitt Romney jokes. I have to feel as though I'm
Equal
not,
opportunity employer.
yeah,
I got it.
as an artist.
That's
you
a whole different thing.
It is. I think I have to be neutral.
Okay, and let me be. Dude, I'm starstruck sitting here next to you.
Yeah, but you're not listening.
I am starstruck.
Yeah, but being
At your-
that means
I
you
see your
respect
aura.
me and who I am.
I see
I'm
your aura
Yeah.
right now. It's all over the room. Dude, I'm telling you.
Are we going to be able to clean that
When
off the walls
no,
later on?
No. When I seen you get out of the car this morning, I'm like, it's really him. I'm like, Scott Spears, are you pulling my leg? Is this really Gallagher, the international superstar?
All right, look here. I
Yes.
looked at the world, and
Yep.
nobody was having fun in these theaters. And I said, if you splash food, people would have fun with that.
I seen
I
it.
didn't need an agent or a manager or anybody that wanted to talk about lawyers or lawsuits. I went ahead and did it. Now, every amusement park in America has a splash ride.
Yeah?
Shamu
Absolutely.
didn't do nothing before me. To be a leader,
You are.
you can't look to see what others are doing because you're at the front of the line.
Understood.
What I'm asking you to do,
Yes, sir.
superfan,
Uh-huh.
is get at the front of the line
I sit in the front of the
with
stadium
me.
already. I don't know what's going on behind
No,
me.
stadium's a circle. There's
I
no
got it.
front.
There you go. All right.
I'm asking you to be, well, that's okay. You're
Yep.
putting me in the car.
Yes.
All right, that's good enough. I'm
riding
in
you
the
front.
car.
I'm riding you.
Everybody will say, what's he doing here?
Yep.
Then they'll find out later.
Bingo.
And then they'll get the patch design from off of the radiomarion.com
There you go.
website.
Mm.
You'll get a design I got from Celeste, a noted tattoo artist from Delaware, the city here in Ohio. We've got Delaware and Miami,
We do.
even though they're not Miami and Delaware.
Yes, go ahead. Weigh in.
No, this is unbelievable.
No, I like this. This is good.
Here's the good news. I am happy about anything that you are doing.
Don't you? You're happy about making Ohio better.
Here's the thing.
Better. We
Here's
want
the-
jobs.
let me-
We
let me
want
tell you what.
something.
Let-
What? Don't you want to lead the nation?
Let me tell you what I do. I visit several people's homes, establishments, businesses. If in fact I walk in, I don't say, Scott Spears, this is a beautiful room, but I'd like it much better green. No, I'm not rearranging anybody's furniture in their homes.
Oh, well, see, that's
see my point?
you're right. You're right.
You see my point?
Uh-huh.
I'm
I
happy
do,
with my
but
little
I do
house.
that. But I do that.
But
That's
I'm
my
happy with my house.
responsibility.
To rearrange my house?
No, to rearrange everybody's houses.
It's hilarious.
It's what I do. Is I see how the world can be a better place.
Yes.
I'm visionary. Scott, don't I have a valid patent
Mhm.
for new software for slot machines? And you read that patent yesterday after receiving it by email from my patent attorneys.
Yes,
Did-
yes, that's true.
All right, he's just told the world.
Okay.
I saw these casino slot machines,
Mhm.
and I said, this could be more fun. These
Wow.
people are losing their money. They're sitting in front of these screens for hours.
Mhm.
They need more laughter, more involvement. And I didn't I come up with a new and different feel?
Never seen
for
it
them?
before.
And so I'm really kind of changing the rules of slot machines, but not that much. This has a good chance of being passed by the slot machine gaming board, don't you think?
I would think.
Yeah, because it's the future. I'm visionary. You
Mhm.
see, I have an idea for family reunion
Mhm.
facilities. Can I tell you about
Let's
that?
hear it.
All right, this is a large open area surrounded by bedrooms that don't have a bathroom because we take all the money that we save from having everybody a personal toilet and a shower, put that into one boy's bathroom, like a hockey shower, and they can chase the soap and run around and scream and yell, and a girl's bathroom that has makeup mirrors and a place where bridesmaids can get together the night before the wedding and send her off into married life, that you can cook there and smell it all through the building and reinforce their ethnic, nationalistic backgrounds and further. You know what I'm doing? I'm strengthening America's families by showing these kids they don't have to join a gang to belong. They already belong to a gang, their extended family.
Awesome.
Don't we need to have a family reunion facility at the OSU stadium, the Shoe, so people can have a family reunion and then go to the game? How many? We need 5 of these there, don't we?
I'm very excited about the way that it stands as it is.
So you don't want the
I
facility.
didn't say that.
No, tell me what you're saying. I'm not trying to put words.
No. Let me say what I'm saying.
In fact, you really can't put words in his mouth.
But you know why?
Because you don't want to say nothing.
I'm very excited.
Take a point. Be a person.
Very, very
Take
excited.
off your white hat and be real.
I am very excited about the way it sits as it stands. I've been going there for well over 50 years.
You ought to be a politician.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. That's
now
a
respond.
whole nother thing.
Respond.
That's a whole nother
respond.
thing. That's something that we hadn't even considered.
You're so mealy-mouthed, wishy-washy. Be a man.
And
what are
we
you
are.
afraid of? They're going to take your cape and hat
You know
away?
what? It's okay. It's okay.
You have nothing to lose by taking a stand and
here's the good
leading
news.
people.
Here's the good news, Mr. Gallagher. I'm happy with who I am, and I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Do you think they're
Regardless,
going
here
to
we
take
go.
away your seat at
You
the
wanna fish-
game
you
if
wanna-
you're for family reunion
You
facility?
want to let me finish?
Now, hold on, let's
Maybe
let's,
not.
Hold on,
Not
I'm going to
if
come
you-
down the middle
finish?
here. Hold on a second.
Here we go.
Hold on a second.
Yes,
Okay, go, Buckeye guy, your time. Go ahead.
I am very, very happy with who I am and who it is that is in this skin, regardless to whatever anybody thinks about it.
But you can't say you respect me, and then when
I
I
do.
tell you and show you the leadership that makes me different,
Uh-huh.
you don't want any part of that.
No, I'm very
What
happy
in the
with
hell do you respect if it's
Gallagher.
not
I'm
the
happy
fact
for
that
you
I
being
think I'll...
you. I'm very happy for you being you.
being you.
Certainly.
Well, you know, you may think this makes sense to you sitting here right now.
It does.
But the listeners all across Ohio are going, why don't that guy step up and be for this idea?
Because you thought about it just this week. I'm sure it's going to be a great idea. And when it comes to fruition, we'll see exactly what it's all about. And we wanted to, look, I wish you could change the world. I want you to change the world.
Well, you know, if everybody was crazy fan like you wouldn't stand out. So don't tell me
I love that.
you want to be like everybody else.
Individualism has its place.
No, I'm saying that that you're acting like a unique person that wants attention and wants to be a leader, and then I tell you some great ideas
Some
and
great
give
ideas.
you a focus to make the world a better
Some great
place,
ideas.
and you don't want to do it.
You know what? I love driving cars. I've got a pretty cool one myself, but I don't know how to make them. And I know where they're made at, but I don't go and join forces with the people that are making cars. I like the finished product.
This is why it's so difficult to get anything done in America, because
Herding cats. Herding
everybody's they're afraid. They're
Meow.
afraid to think outside the box. You're not American.
Oh, now wait a second.
Wow.
Now respond to that. Now, Buckeye, now hold on. That's a big assertion. Respond to that.
No, that's fine. Listen,
No, that's fine.
Americans are unique and go their own way and are individuals.
and I'll tell you why it's fine.
And they
Scott.
think outside
go
the
ahead.
box.
I'll tell you why it's fine.
Wait, dude, the mic's open. Go ahead.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. This man has known me probably 30 minutes now and has made an assessment.
Everybody knows
And
you.
that's
They've been
fine.
listening to you talk. It don't
that's
take
fine.
forever.
Absolutely.
They can tell what you're like.
know what?
You're
Yeah.
afraid.
Guess what?
You're
I've
frightened.
never sent a half-eaten hamburger back at a restaurant. I know if I like it from the first bite. And Gallagher, I like you.
Yeah. I may not ride in that car.
That's okay then. That's okay.
I don't want to be associated with a person that's afraid of an idea.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Well,
You
come on
don't
down
you
and
want families to have a place to get together?
I think you're talking to the wrong person. You need to.
All I wanted you is just to confirm how good an idea it is.
Did by when
No, you didn't.
All right.
You don't,
Let me give you the guy's
fight
name.
wherever.
The guy's name is Dr. E. Gordon Gee. He's the president of the Ohio State University. Run that by him. We're taping this right now.
We're taping.
We'll send it over and see what Dr. Gee
Forget
thinks about it.
that. Let's get him on the phone.
There
Can
you
we
go.
talk to his? Are they there in the summertime?
I think so, but I don't think we're going to catch them this early. We could probably leave
Let's
a message.
leave a message.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you
That's
continue on with your conversation, and I'll find
I
the
thought
number.
it was.
Okay. He's going to look up the number.
Now,
And
can I
'cause
leave you
they'll
to
have-
it? Can you play nice for 5 minutes?
No, I can't swear that. He's
No,
a
just play
physical
nice
guy.
here.
He's a physical guy.
Yeah, that's
He's
cool.
a physical guy.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Physical
physical-
comedy.
Well,
I think
you
it's
know,
physical
he'll,
comedy.
certainly he doesn't sit there quietly in the stands. He must jump up
Oh,
and
is it-
dance,
is it-
right? You
like
push
Chevy
them
Chase?
old ladies out of the
It's
way.
like Chevy Chase.
What?
Physical comedy.
Oh, no, you said the wrong name there, because Gallagher had a falling out with Chevy Chase years ago.
Well, he's had to fall out with Buckeye guy, and we know.
We had a falling out this morning?
Apparently, it's
No,
20 minutes.
this is not a. Is this just a conversation, or is this a falling out? You two play nice while I look for the number. Talk to each other. Talk to each other.
I think he'll respond positively, the president. I think he wants. Isn't it a good public image to say that Ohio is the family reunion center of the Midwest?
I agree with
And
you.
It's a way of bringing people into the state to spend money.
I
Why
don't-
wait for a holiday?
I don't think family reunion is political.
Right,
so
it's
I'm
not.
so I guess I'm not.
I'm not. Well, he's so afraid of saying anything that he's against everything. He thinks he's going to lose his base
Now talk.
if he has an
Now,
opinion
you guys
or a
talk
side to anything.
Talk to each other. Maybe we can have a conference.
I never met a more political guy who says he's not political. You talk just like a mealy-mouthed politician. Like that woman that was in here, that old lady who was the treasurer. She,
Now, don't call her an old lady.
well, she was not a spring chicken.
No, but she's not an old
Who's
lady.
he talking about?
Mary Ellen Withrow.
I know Mary Ellen.
Well, God, we love her.
She'll be at the football camp.
Well, she's always she's on this show every Tuesday morning.
Absolutely, she'll be at the
Just
camp and
barely.
she's cutting the ribbon.
Just
September 8th.
barely. Well, it'll be the last thing she does.
Will you stop?
I
Good
can't-
Lord.
But I started talking to her, and she turned. I told her how politicians are worthless, and
Yep.
all the people that can do anything stay in private business, and the ones that can't do nothing go into politics.
Right.
And she got offended, and then started acting like a politician and defending all those do-nothing folks
But
there.
now
in
wait,
the
now
whole
wait.
system.
That's days ago. Forget that.
But
We're talking right now about family
I know, but
reunions.
he acts the same way.
No,
he
now
acts.
here's the thing.
You can
He's
get
so political.
No, here's the thing. I think it's fine.
Well, what
Mr.
do you think
Gallagher.
you'd lose by saying something positive about it? I could fix you the rest of your life. You're spending your life thinking that you don't need to be a unique individual.
I am very, here again, very happy with who it is that I am. I'm
Who
okay.
are you? Tell us who
Buckeye
you are.
guy.
What is that?
We're excited about it. We're one of the millions
You know,
and millions
OSU
of
is a team. It's
Yes.
a team.
Yes.
Well, what if the team wants to have family reunion facilities?
Well, we'll
then
wait.
you'll be behind it?
We'll wait and get that word.
I think you're missing a brain.
When the word drops, look, when the word comes down, Gallagher.
I think you're an automaton, some kind of pre-programmed robot that yells for the team but has no personality or decision-making ability
that's
on your
probably
own.
right. When it says fan, that's a derivative of fanatic. And so
Right.
you're exactly right.
It is.
So you're calling it.
I know it.
You're calling right on it.
So you agree with that statement, Buckeye
Absolutely.
guy?
Have you
and you
got
know
the
why.
number? Have you got the number?
I've got the number.
Okay, this is something that OSU fan, super fan guy would never do. Let's
Okay,
call
let's
him.
call him up.
Let's call him. You'll be quiet as a mouse. You
Certainly.
won't even want him to know you're in the room. I'm going to say I'm sitting here with Superfan.
Your prerogative.
It is my prerogative.
It is.
But it's also the truth.
Then there's that.
There's that. Then he'll say, well, now, you know, I didn't content. I wasn't agreeing with anything that he said.
You ain't lying.
All right, now be quiet.
Oh, get your headsets on.
I don't need a headset if I'm the one talking. Should I give him the station's number or my number?
I say give him your number.
Okay. We're calling the president of OSU University, and what's his name?
Gordon Gee.
And how do you spell that? G-H-E-E?
G-E-E.
G-E-E. Is he Oriental?
No, he's not Oriental.
Well, what kind of name is that?
He wears bow ties.
He wears bow ties. He'll have a voicemail, won't he?
Well, I would think so. His number's not working.